10 indicators Libra is aligning with new opportunities. Something is moving in your direction, Libra. You may not see it yet with your eyes, but you feel it somewhere deeper. In that quiet space between your ribs where knowing lives. In that subtle hum of anticipation that follows you through the day like a gentle shadow. The universe has been arranging pieces behind the curtain, and what is coming together right now is not random, not accidental, not wishful thinking. It is alignment. Pure, powerful, undeniable alignment. And the 10 indicators we are about to walk through are the proof that this alignment is already underway in your life, whether you have given yourself permission to believe it or not. Indicator 1. The first indicator is a shift in what catches your attention. You are starting to notice things you used to walk right past. A conversation overheard in a waiting room that sparks something in your mind. An article title that stops you mid-scroll because it speaks directly to something you have been thinking about. A number that keeps appearing in unexpected places, on receipts, on clocks, on license plates, as if the universe is tapping you on the shoulder and saying, pay attention, this matters. This shift in attention is not random, Libra. It is your intuition recalibrating. When new opportunities are forming in your energy field, your awareness expands to include information that is relevant to those opportunities. You start picking up on signals that were always there but that your overwhelmed, distracted mind could not process before. Now something has cleared, some internal fog has lifted, and your perception is sharper, more focused, more attuned to the subtle messages that the universe is constantly broadcasting. Do not dismiss these moments of heightened awareness. Do not chalk them up to coincidence or tell yourself you are imagining things. You are not imagining anything. You are tuning into a frequency that has been waiting for you to find it. And every time you notice one of these signals, every time you pause and acknowledge it, you strengthen the connection. You tell the universe, I am listening. I am ready. Show me more. And it will. Indicator 2. The second indicator is that old doors are closing with surprising speed. A relationship that has been fading for months suddenly ends. A routine that felt stale finally becomes unbearable. A commitment you have been holding onto out of obligation suddenly releases its grip on you. These closings might feel uncomfortable in the moment, Libra. You might interpret them as losses, as things going wrong, as the universe taking things away from you. But that is not what is happening. What is happening is that the universe is clearing space. New opportunities cannot enter a life that is already full of things that no longer serve their purpose. Think of it like clearing out a closet before a shopping trip. You have to make room for the new before it can arrive. And right now, the universe is aggressively making room in your life. Not cruelly, not carelessly, but deliberately and with your highest good in mind. The key is to not cling to what is leaving. Do not chase the closing doors. Do not try to prop them open with guilt or nostalgia or fear of the unknown. Let them close. Grieve them if you need to, honor them for what they gave you, but let them close. Because on the other side of every closed door is an open one. And the doors that are about to open for you, Libra, are bigger, brighter, and more aligned with who you are becoming than anything you are leaving behind. Indicator 3. The third indicator is a physical sensation of lightness. After months or even years of feeling heavy, weighed down by responsibilities, worries, and emotional burdens, you are starting to feel lighter. It might show up as a spontaneous deep breath you did not plan, a moment where your shoulders drop, and you realize they have been up around your ears for weeks. A morning where you wake up and the first feeling is not dread but something closer to curiosity, even excitement. This physical lightness is your body responding to the energetic shift happening around you. Your cells are recalibrating. Your nervous system is beginning to trust that the constant state of high alert it has been maintaining is no longer necessary. Safety is returning to your body, and with it comes a kind of relaxation that feels almost foreign because you have been tense for so long. Embrace this feeling when it comes. Do not question it or wait for the other shoe to drop. The lightness is real. It is your body's way of confirming what your spirit already knows. That the heavy season is ending and something gentler, something kinder, something more abundant is taking its place. Your body is your most honest messenger, Libra. And right now, it is telling you that the tide is turning. Indicator 4. The fourth indicator is a resurgence of old dreams. Things you wanted years ago, dreams you set aside because life got too busy or too hard or too demanding, are suddenly reappearing in your thoughts. Not as painful reminders of what you missed, but as fresh possibilities that feel strangely alive and current. That business idea you shelved a decade ago. That creative project you abandoned. That vision of a different kind of life that you told yourself was unrealistic. These dreams are coming back because they were never truly dead. They were dormant, waiting for the right season to resurface. And this is that season. The universe does not waste desires, Libra. Every dream that was placed in your heart was placed there for a reason. Some dreams come to fruition quickly. Others need years of preparation before the timing is right. And the dreams that are returning to you now are the ones whose time has finally come. You are not the same person who first dreamed them. You are wiser, stronger, more experienced. You have skills and insights that your younger self did not have. And that means you are better equipped to bring these dreams to life than you have ever been. Do not dismiss these returning dreams as nostalgia. They are invitations. They are the universe saying, remember this? It is still possible. In fact, it is more possible now than it was then. Are you ready? That is the only question that matters right now. Not whether the dream is realistic. Not whether you are too old. Not whether other people will understand. Just, are you ready? Because the opportunity is aligning, and it is waiting for your answer. If what you're hearing feels accurate, imagine what could happen if you applied this energy intentionally for 21 consecutive days. That's exactly what the 21-day program in the pinned comment is built for. Daily guidance, focused direction, and real momentum. If you're tired of staying in the same cycle, this is your structure. Indicator 5. The fifth indicator is that your tolerance for inauthenticity has dropped dramatically. Things you used to tolerate, surface-level conversations, fake politeness, situations where you had to pretend to be someone you are not, these things are becoming unbearable. You find yourself pulling away from people and environments that require you to wear a mask. You are craving realness, depth, honesty, genuine connection, and you are willing to trade quantity for quality in every area of your life. This shift is not you becoming difficult or antisocial. It is you becoming more yourself. And becoming more yourself is one of the most reliable indicators that new opportunities are on the horizon. Because opportunities that are truly aligned with your purpose can only find you when you are being authentic. When you wear a mask, you attract opportunities that match the mask, not you. And those opportunities always end in disappointment because they were never meant for the real you. By dropping the pretense, by insisting on authenticity even when it is uncomfortable, you are sending a clear signal to the universe. You are saying, I am done performing. Send me what matches who I really am. And the universe always responds to that signal. The opportunities that come from authenticity are different from anything you have experienced before. They fit. They feel right. They do not require you to shrink or contort or pretend. They simply ask you to show up as you are and give what you naturally have to give. That is the kind of opportunity that is aligning for you right now, Libra. And it is worth every moment of discomfort that the shift toward authenticity requires. Indicator 6. The sixth indicator is unexpected acts of generosity from others. Someone buys you a meal without being asked. A neighbor offers help you did not request. A family member sends a gift for no particular occasion. A stranger holds a door with unusual kindness. These moments may seem small, but they are not small at all. They are previews. They are the universe testing the channel, sending small gestures of abundance to see if you are ready to receive larger ones. Watch how you respond to these moments, Libra. Do you deflect? Do you immediately try to repay the kindness? Do you feel uncomfortable receiving something you did not earn? Your response tells you everything about your readiness for the abundance that is approaching. If receiving makes you uneasy, that unease is the very thing that has been blocking bigger blessings from reaching you. Because the universe can only send you as much as you are willing to take in. Practice receiving these small gifts with grace. Say thank you and mean it. Let the warmth of someone's generosity settle into your chest without immediately calculating how to return it. Allow yourself to simply be given to. This practice is preparing you for something much larger. The universe is training you to be a receiver, because what is coming next will require a capacity for receiving that your current habits cannot accommodate. These small acts of generosity are your rehearsal. Take them seriously. Indicator 7. The seventh indicator is a growing sense that time is precious. Not in a fearful way, not in the way that makes you anxious about getting older or running out of time, but in a way that makes you more intentional, more selective, more deliberate about how you spend your days. You are starting to feel that every hour matters. That wasting time on things that do not feed your soul is no longer acceptable. That the clock is not your enemy but your teacher, reminding you to use this life fully and without apology. This heightened awareness of time is a sign of spiritual maturation, and it almost always precedes a major life upgrade. When you start valuing your time at a deep cellular level, your behavior changes. You stop procrastinating on things that matter. You start saying no to things that drain you. You become fiercely protective of your energy, not out of selfishness, but out of reverence for the life you have been given. And that reverence attracts opportunity the way sunlight attracts growth. The universe responds to intention, Libra. And there is no stronger intention than the decision to use your remaining time wisely. When you make that decision, truly make it in the marrow of your bones, everything in your life begins to rearrange itself around that priority. Opportunities that match your values appear more quickly. Distractions that used to consume you lose their power. The path forward becomes clearer because you have stopped wandering and started walking with purpose. This is exactly what is happening inside you right now. Some people watch, others transform. If you want to be in the second group, the 21-day guide in the pinned comment gives you a clear step-by-step process aligned with your sign. This isn't about waiting, it's about moving. Indicator 8. The 8th indicator is a change in your relationship with solitude. Where you once might have felt lonely or restless when alone, you are beginning to find peace in it, even enjoyment. You are discovering that solitude is not emptiness. It is fullness of a different kind. It is the space where your own thoughts become audible, where your own preferences become clear, where the noise of the world falls away and what remains is purely, unmistakably you. This comfort with solitude is deeply connected to the opportunities that are approaching. Because when you are comfortable being alone with yourself, you stop making decisions based on what other people want. You stop entering situations just to avoid being alone. You stop saying yes to things that do not serve you because the alternative, being by yourself, no longer frightens you. And that freedom, that ability to choose from a place of wholeness rather than neediness, is exactly what attracts aligned opportunities. The universe trusts people who trust themselves, Libra. And learning to be at peace in your own company is one of the strongest demonstrations of self-trust there is. You are showing the universe that you do not need external validation to know your own worth. You are showing it that you can stand on your own ground without requiring someone else to hold you up. That is powerful. That is magnetic. And that is exactly the energy that draws the right opportunities to the right person at the right time. Indicator 9. The 9th indicator is financial synchronicities. Small but unmistakable moments where money shows up in unexpected ways. A refund you forgot about. A bill that turns out to be less than you expected. A discount that appears at the exact moment you need it. Finding money in a pocket or a drawer you had not checked in months. These are not just happy accidents, Libra. They are the universe testing the financial channel, sending small amounts through to clear the pathway for larger amounts that are on their way. Pay attention to these synchronicities. Notice them. Acknowledge them. Express gratitude for them, no matter how small they seem. Because gratitude amplifies the signal. It tells the universe that the channel is open and working, that you are receptive, that you appreciate what is being sent. And when the universe knows the channel is clear, it increases the flow. Not overnight, usually, but steadily, reliably, in a way that builds momentum over time. The financial synchronicities you are experiencing right now are the first trickle of a much larger flow. Think of a faucet that has been turned off for a long time. When you first turn it on, the water sputters, comes out in bursts and drips. But give it a moment, and the flow smooths out, strengthens, becomes steady and reliable. That is what is happening with your finances right now. The faucet is turning. The first drops are appearing. And if you stay patient and stay grateful, the full flow is not far behind. Indicator 10. The 10th and final indicator is a deep, wordless knowing that your life is about to change. Not hope, not wishful thinking, not the kind of optimism you have to talk yourself into, but a genuine bone-deep knowing that something is shifting, something is aligning, something is moving toward you that has your name on it. You might not be able to explain it to anyone. You might not be able to point to any specific evidence. But the knowing is there, steady and unmistakable, like the ground beneath your feet. This knowing is your highest self communicating with your everyday self. It is the part of you that exists beyond time, beyond circumstances, beyond the limitations of what your eyes can see. And it is telling you clearly and without hesitation that the opportunities you have been hoping for, praying for, working toward, they are not just possible, they are inevitable. Not because you deserve them as some kind of cosmic reward, but because you have done the work. You have grown, you have transformed, and the universe always matches inner transformation with outer opportunity. Trust this knowing, Libra. Even when doubt creeps in, even when the world seems to offer evidence to the contrary, hold on to this knowing like an anchor in a storm, because it is more reliable than any external evidence could ever be. It is the voice of truth speaking from the deepest part of you, and it is telling you something that your mind might struggle to accept, but your heart already believes. That the best chapter of your life is not behind you. It is forming right now in this very moment, with every breath you take and every choice you make. These 10 indicators are not predictions. They are confirmations. They are the universe whispering finally loudly enough for you to hear. You are on the right path, Libra. Keep going. What is coming is worth everything you have been through. And it is closer than you think. You have two options after this video. Close it and hope things shift, or decide that the next 21 days will be different. If you choose the second, the structured 21-day transformation aligned with your sign is waiting in the pinned comment. The energy is already moving, the only question is whether you are.